in the Vatican's Casa Santa Marta at 7:35 local time on Monday. Pope Francis, the 267th head of Catholic Church, was unwell for a very long period of time. He was hospitalized for 5 weeks for pneumonia in both the lungs, and he spent 38 days in hospital before he was released on March 23rd.
Carissimi fratelli e sorelle.
Dear brothers and sisters, with deep sorrow I must announce the death of our Holy Father Francis. At 7:35 this morning, the Bishop of Rome, Francis, returned to the house of the Father. His entire life was dedicated to the service of the Lord and His Church. He taught us to live the values of the Gospel with fidelity, courage, and universal love, especially toward the poorest and most marginalized. With immense gratitude for his example as a true disciple of the Lord Jesus, we commend the soul of Pope Francis to the infinite merciful love of the Triune God.
E della sua Chiesa.
On Sunday, Pope Francis greeted crowds at the Easter Sunday service. He appeared at the Vatican's St. Peter's Square to wish Happy Easter to thousands of worshippers. After the blessing, the Pope was driven around the square. As he passed through the crowd, his procession paused a number of times as babies were brought over for him to bless. His Easter address was delivered by a clergy member. He was the first Pope from the Americas and the Southern Hemisphere, dubbed the People's Pope. The pontiff loved being among his flock and was popular with the faithful, though he faced bitter opposition from traditionalists within the church. Born George Mario Bergoglio, he became the first pope to take the name Francis after Saint Francis of Assisi. The football-loving former Archbishop of Buenos Aires was also more accessible than his predecessors. Pope Francis, who is from Argentina, suffered a number of health issues throughout his life, from colon surgery in 2021 and a hernia in June 2023 to bouts of bronchitis and knee pain that forced him to use a wheelchair. His fourth hospitalization of more than a month for bronchitis in both the lungs was his longest, raising speculation he might step down. But he brushed off talk of quitting, saying in February 2023 that papal resignations should not become a normal thing.
The death of a pope initiates a centuries-old ritual to elect a new pontiff. It begins with 9 days of funeral rites, during which the pope is